So here we are in Jordan Road, one of the great concrete canyons of Kowloon. And you may think to yourself, well, what on earth can we do here? Why am I even showing this in a tree and planting orientated video? I'll show you. Over here we have one rather fine Crateva unilocularis, and but I want to have a closer look at it because I think that this is quite interesting. This road, by the way, was laid out probably around 1900. It was actually named Jordan Road in 1909. And if we have a closer look at this tree, it's not looking too bad actually, amazingly, because we'll see what it's standing in a minute. It's got its sort of summer foliage, looking a little bit thin here and there, but that's, I suppose we're moving towards the end of the summer, and it will lose its leaves anyway. It's deciduous or semi-deciduous, this species. But let's have a look at the base of the tree. As you can see, it's standing in a very small tree pit or tree park, just made out of regular curbstones, right? So we can see that. But the interesting thing is that it's not in the footpath. It's not in the footpath at all. It's actually standing in the carriageway. And you might think it's a bit odd. In fact, at the beginning of the 20th century, in the early 1900s, this was quite normal. And most of the major roads in Kowloon anyway were planted with trees in this way. There are hardly any left at all. Literally a handful left in Kowloon that we can see like this, and in their kind of original state. Now, whether this actual individual tree, let's have a look up inside it, whether this individual dates from 1900, I don't know. I kind of doubt it, to be honest. I'm guessing that this would be like a second generation tree, probably from the 1930s, or maybe a bit of a 1940s replant. I mean, maybe the original one was taken away for firewood during the war, who knows. But anyway, so it's quite a reasonable sized street tree, and of course it's giving shade. It's beautiful. It's in fact, I would say it's actually cohabiting the road with some car parking, as we can see here. In fact, the car parks are called car parks because they're not actually car parks, they're tree parks which have been stolen. And the word park was used to describe these small planting areas in the carriageways, mostly in cities in the United States, but also in various sort of European colonies around Asia. So this is not an unusual detail, actually. I would say that you could transform this city by copying this detail a few thousand times, and lose a few parking spaces, car parking spaces, and reinstate them as tree parking spaces. Anyway, that's an interesting Crateva unilocularis for you.